Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Tell me if my microphone sounds off because I messed with it again. Hello, welcome everyone. So last time, as you can see, we're down to 8 people. Is that 8? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus Makoto is 8. Last time, 2 people died. It was our first double death of the series, folks. The people who died in this murder were Hifumi the fanfic creator and Kiyotaka the moral compass. So I got mixed feelings about that. Could have done without killing Taka. Because really, he didn't deserve that. He barely had time to grieve over the loss of Mondo. What? That's just not fair. Whoever did this will pay. And I have a feeling they weren't alone. Sylvian's here, what's up? Celeste here, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome. Alright, so let's get started, I guess, to the game. So last time I talked to everybody out here, I have strong suspicions that the person who killed both of them is Celeste. Because she has not been acting normal. She's been acting different. It's like she cares now when she didn't care before about who died. But you know, that's just my suspicion. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. This is the start of the third trial? Yeah. Right at the start. If you missed the last video, you can catch up by watching it on my YouTube channel. I've been uploading everything there. So, once everyone was aboard... Who's the main suspect? So I suspect Celeste, but for all I know, there could have been like... Yes, well, Celeste in chat is saying that it could have been like a chain reaction. Like, it could have been like Leon before. Celeste could have been like a victim of circumstance and just saw the opportunity to make a murder happen. So we'll see. We'll have to see. I've heard a lot of people talk online that this is like, oh, this trial. So, let's hope it's not too bad. The doors closed on their own and the steel box began to move. Geez, there's so little people here now. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There's no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. This is personally your favorite trial in the game. I hope I enjoy it. Oh yeah. Well, I keep an open mind. I try to enjoy everything I play. For better or worse. But I hope after the last trial, there's no way this one can be bad. It probably, I don't know if anything can live up to the emotion, the raw emotion of the last trial, but we'll see where this one takes us. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Okay, every time Monokuma pops up, we gotta have like a jump scare counter or something. There's just no way I can ever be prepared for that. Viviana's going for dinner? Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to eat dinner while watching. What is this?
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
You're eating chicken and rice? Ah! I hope that wasn't too loud. I barely set up my microphone, so... set up my microphone again, so... Let's hope I set it up right.
The worst. Only because of you.
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? In the butt? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
You think Taka tried to kill Hifumi, then he failed, then Hifumi killed Taka, then Hifumi fit the body, and on his way Celeste killed him. But Hiro doesn't fit. Well, that's what makes me think that Celeste's part of the whole plan is premeditated, because there's no other way. Well, actually. Now that I think about it, I guess it would be Hifumi doing the premeditation, because I don't think anybody else would have come up with a Robo Justice costume. Oh, this could get complicated.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it.
Byakuya just reminded me. I went to Book Off on Saturday, and I bought an issue of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga for only $2. It was awesome. It was like one of the first issues before the card game came up, and Kaiba was like super mega ultra evil. I just miss when Kaiba was like the super evil bad guy of the series, and he's just like another student at their school. What in the butt? Chris 2018. Yeah, I said it. I said it. What if the suit fits Taka too? I guess we never tried, but I don't know. I feel like Hero is like the tallest one. There's like no way anyone else could fit in there.
I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, and a deadly betrayal. Say that. You gotta say that every time, Makoto. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial! Alright. Let's go over... Okay. I must be really unlucky with dating everybody or like hanging out with everybody. I still haven't unlocked any new skills. All I've unlocked from hanging out with people is more SP to use skills I don't have. So we're doing it raw. Everything is deadly, absolutely. Let's see. What is my evidence? Monokuma File 3. Victims are Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaki Ishimaru. Cause of death was a blow to the head for each killed with a similar weapon. But that's all. So the fact that there's so much left out of the Monokuma file makes me think that this is gonna be really complicated. Blue tarp. So we're thinking that it was used to move the bodies, but there's still the mystery of how Hifumi was able to get up. So there's not nearly enough blood for the both of them. So the current theory is that Hifumi was still alive. We know he was still alive because he was alive back when we found his body in the repository. So he got up after and moved the body himself probably, using the dolly and the tarp. His glasses were clean, indicating he was probably using them. One of the hammers was clean, so somebody probably washed it after killing somebody. The door was locked, so Celeste probably did that. Blood stain shows signs of wheels, so that points back to the dolly cleaning cloth. Again, Hifumi cleaned it himself probably. Celeste said, Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. They weren't gone for more than a minute or two. So that was probably when Hifumi got up. Let's see. So these two are evidence to point to the fact that Yasuhiro probably did not write the blueprints. Easy enough. The costume was made for Yasuhiro, so clearly made by someone to frame him. Yasuhiro received a note saying as much, that he was just like framed, knocked out. Kiyotaka was killed at 6. That's a time clue. Always look for broken clocks at a crime scene. Scrap of paper, the notes, same thing. And everybody has a handbook. Don't know if that's gonna come up, but yeah, I think we're ready. Let's do it. Oh my god, people are dead.
With a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
I know Monokuma says this every time, but I can't bring myself to skip it, because I feel like it's an official part of the procession or something.
We already know who did it.
It's a great thing.
Was that?
Wow, Aoi is so easily convinced.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
I guess a big part of this will be convincing Aoi that Celeste shaped us all.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Check your murdering note, murderer!
Oh, good. Genocide Jill's back.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Well, she's a murderer if anything, but...
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Jeez, like every single time it zooms into somebody, we see somebody else dead.
Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Oh yeah, we can definitely agree on one thing. It absolutely wasn't Hiro.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times
Crime
do I have to
after
tell
crime.
you?
Question is how he was knocked out. I think there's already so little blood flowing to his head that it's relatively easy to knock him out.
I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or? Before anything else, we have to make that clear. I think it's pretty clear to me. Alright, what's the first argument I have to refute? Alright, give me something to shoot with bullet. Oh, we got there 3 bullets.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a
Oh,
second.
there's only 2 things. Wait, what? Compelling evidence that Hiro's the killer. Is that really true? No.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are
Do I just
all
shoot the
proof
blueprints
enough
with the blueprints?
that you are the culprit.
Do I shoot the blueprints with the
I don't
blueprints?
know anything about that stuff.
Or maybe...
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why?
No, just hold on a second.
Alright, we're already starting off not that great. What, do I shoot the blueprints with the blueprints, though?
Everything we found in the blueprints, the suit parts.
How do you know
they
about the
are all
blueprints,
that you
though?
are the
Ah, shit, I
culprit.
missed.
I don't know. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Oh, what a great start to this trial.
No, just hold on a second.
The message. Well, what about the
Everything we
message,
found
though?
in
Is
your
it because
room.
we didn't find it in his room?
The blueprints, the
Ah,
suit
shit.
parts, they are all proof enough that you are the
Alright,
It's
we're gonna
not
wait
true.
for it to loop back
Hiro,
around.
No, just hold
This
on
is
a
one
second.
thing that Ace Attorney has over Danganronpa. The fact that you don't have to wait for the specific...
everything we found in your room.
Nope, not it. Your meaningless words tire me. Stop wasting my time.
Shoot.
Okay, I have an idea.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints,
Don't
the
forget
suit
that.
parts, they are all proof enough
Dang it!
that you are the culprit.
Freaking white
I
noise.
don't know anything about that. It's not true. It's a
I'm thinking...
No.
I'm thinking the contradiction
second.
is how does Celeste know that everything was in his room?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
No? It's not it? Ah, okay.
Shoot.
We're off to a great start right off the bat.
Everything we found in your room.
We didn't find the mess. Oh wait, I did that already. Crap.
Shoot.
I'm not even thinking anymore.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
No, not blueprints or blueprints. Alright, let's just die right away. Why don't we?
Everything we found in your room.
There's only 2
The
things.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
The blueprints.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a
Hiro, why?
No.
Alright, I think
hold on a
I think it's
second.
I'm overthinking it. It's probably going back to what Byakuya brought up about the
Everything
handwriting.
we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's wrong.
I was overcomplicating it. Sorry, guys. I'm just making it harder for myself.
Hiro really made those blueprints?
It's not fun without a challenge, right?
What do you mean?
Just gotta make sure I have 1 heart to do the rest of the trial.
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Already, Celeste's argument is falling
Come
apart.
on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Well, at least he admits it.
So, Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's everyone. What? It was obvious?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
That's the question.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Wait, I'm already accusing somebody? And of course, he passes it off to me. Wait, I don't know yet. It's probably Celeste, but...
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit. Wait, what?
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
I guess I wasn't. Okay, sure. Hiro was the only person in the suit.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Yeah, the only evidence that of the suit being even involved was that picture. And it could be possible that they knocked Hiro out, put them in the suit, and then took a staged photo of Hiro wrapped around Hifumi.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
I'm having flashbacks to Ace Attorney. Yes, the person was in the suit, but he didn't kill them.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
You think?
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
Yeah, just get on to the next part of the story.
Clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
There we go, more obvious things.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Now, Makoto, why don't you show them to us? Byakuya is the Kyoko of this trial. Yeah, especially because Kyoko was distracted the whole time.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Of course. Things that were used to move Taka's body, that must have been the blue tarp.
I got it!
At least I'm healing. There's still one more thing. And the dole. What if I just put the tarp twice?
Got it!
They used two tarps.
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain.
Is it because he asked right when it was so obvious?
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
So yeah, in the case of Taka's body, at least it was on the same floor. Those two things do explain how the body got there.
Disappeared, so did the dolly.
So that's why I'm convinced that Taka was dead. Well, besides the watch being broken. But also,
Later,
just
when
no
Taka's
way.
body reappeared in the repository,
there's just no way Hifumi's body could have been moved by anyone except for Hifumi himself.
so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Oh my god, how many times are they gonna reiterate the same thing?
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Oh, what? What doubt are you gonna plant in my mind?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Are you saying it wasn't?
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Now wait a minute. People saw it. We saw it in there.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
With evidence.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
I have evidence, right? Oh no, wait, the bloodstain. Yeah.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Is that really true? I feel like Makoto's like the only one that understands everything. Eventually. Besides Kyoko and Byakuya. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice. Well, being so mean. But maybe I can change your mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element. There's a new element added? Wait, we're doing a bullet time battle right now? Isn't that usually for the end? Let's talk about reloading. Wait, I don't want to do a bullet time battle. The freaking rhythm minigame? Jeez. Rude much? Yeah. She is guilty written all over her. See, that makes it too easy. But I don't know if the game is being stupid or I'm being stupid. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to this recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key? What's wrong with the R key? Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, remember the tab key is now a function along with the RMB and the LMB buttons. You'll automatically reload at start of fever time, over your action difficulty. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm kinda not wanting to do that. Already?
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Wait, I have to reload 1 bullet at a time? I guess because it's like a magnum.
Miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Okay.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
I don't... Celeste, why are you making things so confusing?
If you're
Not
asking for
confusing.
proof that the
You're just
dolly
being
moved,
difficult.
I have it right here.
Yeah, she keeps trying to make Makoto doubt, but she hasn't even participated that much in any other trial. It's like, why? You are very obviously the killer. If you're asking for proof that the dolly was moved, I have it right
When
here.
I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Wait, why is that? That was evidence. I could have presented that normally.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Now I'm getting a little bit salty.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Thank you, Byakuya Kaiba.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then...
Then it was a killer robot disguised as a truck! Optimus Prime, you traitor!
What kind of robot is it?
Transformer.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Yeah, because Aoi said that you couldn't even bend your waist. If I look at how the body was moved, it should be clear. What does he mean by that? Wait, I have to prove this? Oh, no. Everything's so obvious, though. This is a very stark contrast to the second trial.
Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled
Can't
it
load it
out,
onto the dolly.
right?
What? Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. It makes me think something weird's going on. Maybe I blew my load too early.
As we
Hold
know,
on.
Taka was killed, and from there.
Yeah, then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
So you have to bend down.
Yeah. But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yep.
Then you could push the
Ow!
dolly, no problem. So the killer just crouched and carted the.
If you accept, then you must realize that who.
Sorry, I don't think I realized anything.
Great.
As we know,
I did it too early.
Yeah,
You can't bend over.
Then loaded it on.
Now,
I got it.
Well,
I got it.
yeah. All you'd have
I got
to do
this.
is bend over. Then you could
Please
push the dolly,
don't!
no problem.
My
So the
bullets.
killer just crouched
My
and
bullets are not
if you
effective.
accept, then you must realize
I should
that
probably aim better.
Sorry, I don't think I.
I'm not exactly the quickest draw in
As
the
we
West.
know,
Taka was killed, and from there.
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it onto
Let's
the
listen to more
Keep 'em
chipmunk
over.
voices.
Yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's
There
wrong.
you go. Bullet. Oh, bullet.
You're
I can shoot bullets all
absolutely
day.
right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Oh yeah, she was the one who said it. Why is everyone being so dense? I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised to get anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it,
Who's the most surprised about this?
Seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Okay, that's just silly.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Not conveniently.
yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Not helping.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Nope, can't do that by yourself. There's absolutely no chance that body custom was taken off just to move the body because you can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Yep. I don't know what's up with this thing. Why can't you actually get it off? A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. I have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It
Apparently,
seems
when
impossible
people-
to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Apparently, when people flashback, they talk faster.
You really can't take it off by yourself? Here.
Of
We'll see.
I wasn't making it up.
You weren't making it up, Hero.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
God damn it, Celeste, why do you keep interrupting? You changed the music. I was enjoying the interrogation music.
You
It's
all got a
staged.
good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
It's so obviously staged, I can't even. I think I'm going hysterical now.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo-Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Am I supposed to prove that Robo-Justice was the name from the beginning? Because of the fact that it had RJ painted on?
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Kyoko with the logic for once.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Kyoko is always coming in with logic, but why now is everyone choosing not to listen to logic?
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Or rather, something that the audience has already figured out.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone.
How do we know that Yasuhiro wasn't just asking for help with the costume and just took Hifumi by surprise? 'Cause I don't think Hifumi would have killed, I don't think Yasuhiro would have tried to hit anybody. Especially not with a hammer.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
So, until 9 a.m.?
I know it was an hour, because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Why would that be your first idea, to just take a picture while this is happening?
As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
Now, if the game's just gonna go ahead and recap everything that happened in the last stream, I don't even know what was the point of me doing my own real recap.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office.
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving at the top of the stairs. Again, you're the only one who saw those.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Because acting... I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Ongya! Ongya? Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
And those would be the 3 who saw Taka's body. So whoever was quote-unquote the suspect must have been leading them towards the body in order to set off the found dead body alarm.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
And those 2 events are not related at all.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
And that is what makes this whole farce work.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Really, if Hifumi was dead at the time of discovery, then there would have been 2 announcements. Because we know there was a second announcement after he actually died.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
Honestly, I'm starting to feel like... Not starting. I've just been feeling like I've reiterated everything I've said in the last stream. I don't know, I'm kind of sick of saying it myself, too. If I might be annoying anybody in the audience, but,
Then the
please.
3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
Please bear with both me and the game.
But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Ifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
So the thing that the game keeps glossing over is Celeste apparently knew that both Taka and Hifumi were dead, even though she technically never saw Taka's body. So I forgot to check the previous stream if Celeste was actually informed of that, or if she's just slipped up and let it be known that she knew about both murders. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
Wasn't there an announcement? That's the thing, there was only the one announcement that happened at the simultaneous finding of both bodies. All that Monokuma says is that a body has been found. It doesn't say who got killed.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Complicated or just long-winded, probably.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yes, please. I like how they're not even explaining, or not even considering when Taka got killed. He clearly got killed at around 6 o'clock. Or are they just thinking, they haven't even made the assumption that whoever was in Robo Justice killed Taka after killing Ifumi. It's like they're kind of implying the assumption.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Yeah, pretty much everything we know is just informed to us by Celeste, so anytime you have most of the argument hinging on one person's account, that person becomes immediately suspicious.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. Oh yeah, it's dance party time. Broken wristwatch was found, broken at 6 o'clock. That means the time of death was at 6 o'clock, exactly.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Before.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Whoopsie.
Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
My aim.
Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
That was an obvious trick. Clearly planted. The hammers were clearly planted in that order to make it seem like the order. But I think I need to shoot broken wristwatch at
I wonder if he died.
the numbering.
We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Ah!
It's true that Hifumi
Freaking
was
right
killed
noise!
with Justice Hammer.
While Taka's death,
See? So it's
Alright, I'll try
obvious
shooting
Taka
broken
came-
wristwatch at the first statement, actually.
So, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
Nope, it's the next one. Alright.
So,
I'm gonna be at
regarding
one
Taka's
hit to a death every single time I
wonder if
play.
he died before, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
What? Wait, what? Wait, but it... No.
Uh-oh.
Shoot!
Oh, wait. Did I just lose? No! No! Alright, Rip. Lost the game. Everyone's dead. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Uh-oh. Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned.
Wait. Is this going to spoil it, though? I don't want it to spoil. Anybody who's played this game before, does it just straight up spoil who does it? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but still. Can I just actually... I'm not gonna risk that it doesn't spoil it, you believe? Let's see. I'm gonna let it go because it's pretty obvious anyway. Woohoo! Oh, they just blame me. Okay, I like that. They just blame me for no reason, just because they don't believe me. Okay, I'll take that.
It would appear the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Yes, it is. That's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. Sorry, everybody.
I refuse to give up yet.
Oh, but really, what's gonna happen? Is it just gonna reload? Oh, it just goes back. I'm probably gonna get a really terrible grade, but I deserve it because I'm just terrible at games.
So, regarding Taka's death.
All right,
I
nothing
wonder if
happened.
he
We're good.
died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death came.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So I'm not sure which of these is actually a direct contradiction, though. Like, the ordering is obviously wrong, but how do you prove it?
Taka's death. I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I hate that this thing comes in.
was killed with Justice while Taka's death.
I hate that white noise comes in right after.
Taka came after.
So,
It's like if I just shot it earlier, it would actually be fine.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
No!
Hifumi was killed with while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came.
Never make me the sheriff
So,
of a western
regarding
town.
Taka's death, I wonder if he died before.
I'm gonna miss
Hifumi,
every shot on
or
the bad
perhaps
guys.
it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, there you go.
It's wrong.
I remember that feature existed. I just couldn't do it because I'm terrible at aiming. How
Hold
could you
on.
even do this?
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
How could you even do this on a PS Vita? Or a PSP for that matter? Must be really godly at aiming.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Now can I prove it? Please? Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. I feel like there was something. No, something that I already tried to use. Ugh. I'm failing because the game is using logic that's way too simple. And like 5 steps behind. Oh, look, Hangman's game. Why is it so long? Wristwatch. It's wristwatch. For once I actually get one of these right away. W. Give me the W. Give me the T. C. Give me the H. Again, I could have just presented this as evidence.
Now I understand.
Now I understand everything!
Got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Now can we get back onto the same page, everyone? Jeez. Yeah, Taka was killed first, no doubt. Hey you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointedly at his wristwatch. Wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
I am gonna miss using Taka's voice.
And that would be his official time of death.
I mean, he already had transformed into a different person, but actually, looking back at it, I did try to hang out with like Catatonic Taka as well as Mondo Taka, and the fact that it didn't let me hang out with Mondo Taka should have pointed to the notion that he was gonna die next. I don't know why I didn't see that. It was so obvious in retrospect.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Aha!
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't at all.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
You did, not me.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
My God, people.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window, because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah, but... And then we flash back again to Hifumi getting killed. Quote-unquote killed. Came from downstairs, it must have been. So, what happened here? Did Hifumi just, like, yell to get everyone down to the first floor and then quickly snuck up to the second?
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Yeah, there was no way that was the actual order. Like, the second that something points to a pattern, you have to assume that's just baiting you. Straight up.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
Yasuhiro, you're not helping your own case. Just please be quiet and the truth will set you free.
I don't know.
Honestly, man.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Yeah. But was he dead though?
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Oh, so this is how Celeste is trying to clear her own name. By pointing out the fact like, oh yes, I was with you all you guys when Hifumi died. But he didn't die though. He just did not die.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Such convenient timing, huh?
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then Then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
You know, he might just be a little heavier than normal.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
That too.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Yeah, it's impossible that either of you killed Hifumi. In fact, it's impossible for anyone to have killed Hifumi because he wasn't dead.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So
Kyoko.
they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
I feel like I've only have so many jokes to make about Hifumi not being dead because this is so painfully obvious.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Me, I know.
And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, so then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
He wasn't dead, he walked. He was death walking. It's like sleepwalking, except when you're dead.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
You calling him fat?
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
You reanimate him! Zombie Hifumi!
If the dead body were to move itself.
Zombie!
The dead body moved on its own?
Wow! Go. Someone cried on him to revive him.
No! Not another...
Ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Oh man, this is the music from Making the Comic, isn't it? I love this song.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Oh, I don't actually prove it? Oh, now I don't feel as good for having figured that out earlier. I just feel bad.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Nope.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Yep.
That it isn't possible.
Don't lie. Don't try to hide it. The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Yes. Oh good, now we have to prove it. Yes, Hero just crying in the corner. Just Celeste account, I
Are you
guess?
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Lies.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Lies.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Do I want that? Body discovery announcement was only made once, that much I'm sure of. So I'm guessing
that when we first found Hifumi,
yeah, I guess I'm gonna take
office,
somebody else and then shoot it at Hifumi's dead body.
Actually still alive.
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body, Hifumi's dead body, and that is why
What?
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he was actually still...
No, it is impossible.
It's looking like Celeste and Hifumi work together. That's what I think, because they made such a big
And
deal
you know
about the rule of
Surely you heard
accomplices.
the body discovery announcement along with
They
the
wouldn't have
rest
reminded
of us.
about this. They wouldn't have
Hifumi's
reminded
dead body had been
us about
found.
that had it not been important.
No, that's wrong.
There you go.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Nope. No, it wasn't.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Wrong. We heard the second one later.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well,
When he
it's
actually
a
died.
very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Important words about that sentence: 3 or more people and dead body. Hifumi's dead, quote-unquote dead body wasn't dead, so 3 people gathering around a passed out Hifumi is not worthy of an announcement.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yep. 3 people discovered quote-unquote both bodies. You got Byakuya, Toko, and Sakura discovering Taka's body, and we got Celeste, Makoto, and somebody, I don't know, Byakuya, finding Hifumi's body. Quote-unquote body.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means...
Moving the body didn't count as rebroadcasting.
Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Yep.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when, just after Hifumi came back to life, and both bodies were rediscovered. Oh, one of these.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Ding dong, ding dong. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
It's a thing that seemed weird in the first place.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Because Hifumi wasn't dead yet.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
How many times do we have to hear that?
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Meaning?
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
The glasses.
He was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Say that again. Say what again? I dare you. I
Okay,
double
then.
dare you.
Let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Yeah, he was only found alive later. Totally not proof. There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. I mean, the very fact that he came alive later should prove that he was still alive at that time. Unless they just really believe that someone could die and come back. Glasses. 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 Grasses?
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, There was no notable difference.
Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
a very notable difference. I just got reminded. I did a little raffle
In fact,
thing.
There was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
In Japan, they got these little raffle things where you draw a ticket from a box and you can win a prize. I did that at a Japanese market on Saturday, and I won a drinking glass that was Dragon Ball Z themed. But the lady giving out the prizes spoke Japanese as her first language, so she was telling me, "Yes, you get to choose one of the grasses." I tried not to crack up because it was kind of adorable, but still, I got one of those drinking glasses, and it was pretty cool. It was a little glass with Bulma on it. Yeah, good prize, good prize.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
I basically got a drinking glass from the gacha, so I could give that one as one of the Monokuma gifts to Hifumi. He would like it if he wasn't dead.
But when
Dead
we
people
found
jokes.
him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
If he wanted to get rid of the evidence, he probably should have hid it in his body
It
or
was a
something.
glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
You know, the one that Hifumi is totally obsessed over.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
Nowhere on his body was safe, including in his pants. You don't know that. Nobody checked inside his stomach. Could have eaten it.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
Bum bum bum.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
You don't know that. Maybe it was Sayaka.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Don't lie, Byakuya. We know about your secret love of anime, maho, whatever.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Don't use glasses. Don't use tissues to clean your glasses, everybody. That just scratches them.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
Yes, Yasuhiro, please keep up.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Yes, it does.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
They just wanted the dead body to look nice. It's fine.
Well, it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Great.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Copious corpse? That's a nice way to put it. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Copious corpse. I would have also accepted, dang it, I couldn't think of something. Big ass.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Blood from the refrigerator.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
It also contains Pepto-Bismol. A very apt substitute for how pink everything is in this blood. In blood in this world.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was Sakura.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
So why did he move it? Because he's an accomplice. So the killer's Celeste? I guess?
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
So it had to be someone that was already in there.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
If Kyoko was looking for Hiro's body, or Hiro himself, it's gotta be Celeste is the only one in there. The only one left.
And it could only have been Hifumi.
Or
who
that
just
too, I mean.
finished stashing Taka's body there.
Yes. Never mind.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Now what makes this interesting is that Monokuma said, whoever actually came up with the plan is the Blackened. So was it Hifumi? Or was it someone else?
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah, he was already inside and he opened it for Celeste. Which means Celeste had to have known ahead of time that Hifumi was gonna move it there. Because she, quote unquote, discovered the bodies afterwards.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
You hiding evidence on us? Come on, girl. That's illegal. Then again, I don't think the law really matters right now.
There's more?
But wait, there's more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh, I'm the one with holding evidence. It's the note! The thing Hifumi stole from Taka. It is the note. It was in his pants.
I got it!
Oh, it's probably got his ass wet all over it.
Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Oh.
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Why are you excited about that? Don't be excited about that. Yo!
Yes, his pants.
Yes. Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Why is everyone so fascinated about Hifumi's pants? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's be in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
Not quite.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
You just said that, dude.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants! What? Why is that an option?
That's right! Taka!
Even Makoto is obsessed with Hifumi's pants.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Bum bum bum.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
What?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Torn note, it was torn.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary. But still, she does come up with some pretty cool nicknames. I can't let her get to me. Why are you making hard this? Why are you making this hard on us? You're not even involved, Toko, or whoever you are right now.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Hubby!
What?
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
Oh, I get it.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
It does because the Broken Wish Watch says so.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Boink.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, after I've already died
There
once.
absolutely is a connection.
After I've died once, now I'm not missing any of the logic points. Sure.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
I'm starting to... Okay, if I had an editor, this is where I would ask, someone please start a counter of how many times each statement has been reiterated over and over. Because I am starting to go insane.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet.
You know, the room he was killed in?
The equipment room, right?
Yeah, that one.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
Wow, how could we have known?
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Glad you agree?
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
But, like, who, dude?
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Was he trying to hide the evidence, I guess?
Stuff down his pants, no less!
Would you stop with the pants?
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I have the proof. I should have just presented it right away. See, but a scrap of paper.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
And now, for the very first time, let's try to match this scrap of paper to the rest of the note and see if it matches. Why would they not do that earlier?
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Wow, that's a surprise.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Wow.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip.
Death grip. Literally.
Leaving behind only one small scrap.
Is the term death grip actually derived from rigor mortis? Now I'm not sure. It might be.
Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Because he's in on it.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa, dude.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yeah, like totally. After all this, there's like no way I could have thought of this in the first place, man. Why is he Tommy Chong now? Mind blown, dude.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Right now? I'm not sure about right now. Celeste was being distracting to cover for Hifumi? Yeah, probably. Which makes me think she was the actual one doing it.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, he's dead.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
I don't know about mastermind. There's not really anything masterous about this plan. Masterful?
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished. but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Who's that Pokemon? Who's that murderer? It's Celeste! Celeste! I don't know why she's like a Pokemon now, but...
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
You ain't no alibi, you ugly.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Walrus?
Who are you calling a walrus?
Whoa, cat fight!
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
Why was I in that suit?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yep.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Yeah, the hammers that were there, like the clean one I found.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Is it?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Ooh, harsh. Why is Byakuya so mean all the time?
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
Oh, why does everybody have to say it so
the
slowly?
question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
No, not those hammers.
Personally, I haven't a clue.
Sure you don't. And you're not even gonna try it because you did it.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
That's not important. She probably wasn't even attacked.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Yes, a similar but different.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
It was a hammer. It was Mario. Oh no. Spin! The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure it out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. Oh boy.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer
Wait,
3?
is it just this? Do I just do this
Maybe
right away?
Justice Hammer 4.
I'm gonna let it play out just to see.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Not important.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Do I? No? Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I want to stab this seriously adorable face off. Thanks for calling me adorable?
Shoot!
Shoot! No, it's probably the first statement.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Oh shit, no, I didn't know it would start over.
Justice Hammer 3?
Bam!
Maybe
Nope,
Justice
I
Hammer
missed.
4.
well, there's one. How was
Oh,
the
I
culprit?
missed.
How did nobody
Sounds like a Justice Hammer. Check out MurderGear.com.
Well,
Murdergear.com/hammer
The
time?
weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's wrong.
It's like 3 statements that were saying the same thing. I could have shot any of them, probably. I mean, I should have been able to shoot any of
It wasn't
them.
a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Not completely different, it was still a hammer.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris, but for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, Small ones?
Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give him a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. Really, what they should have done was clean every single hammer. That way none of them look suspicious.
And even some flat mallet-like ones.
Those two.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
I wonder then. No, okay. So this was before Monokuma clarified the rule that whoever came up with the plan is the Black End and not whoever did the killing. So even though Hifumi might have been the one that killed Taka, if it was Celeste's plan, then Celeste is the one that's Black End.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yeah, sure, ludicrous. We did talk about how there wasn't any reason for anyone to work together. At least, that's what we thought at first, but it's time for a dance party! I bet it's gonna be a thing where you can accuse somebody that's already dead.
Even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Nope, okay. I just thought that might have been it, because all the evidence didn't seem to point to anything specific.
Shoot!
There are two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
So, okay. Do I shoot the second one at the first one? I still don't see how any of the evidence had anything to do with the statements that were said.
Based on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true.
Okay, yeah, that had to be it, because the evidence had nothing to do with anything. I'm not sure if I
Since
agree.
there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Since I'm shooting one statement at the other, I'm not sure if I agree with it mattering which one I shoot at the other. Like, they're both contradicting each other. Yeah, just a thought.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Yes.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
So, they took advantage of that being kind of confusing to say maybe because there are two murders, they would count as two separate occasions? There's nothing in the rules that account for two separate murders happening at the same time, so maybe they would both go free. I feel like that's something that might come up in a future game.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
Yeah, they both were accomplices to each other, but also murderers.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
There you go. That was the only thing that was confusing me. Not confusing me, but I was interested to see how it would play out. Because this is one of the things that's fuzzy in the rules. Does it count for two separate Blackens, or is it only the first person to come up with the whole plan?
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
I like how this music kind of sounds like a machine gun, like taka 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 taka.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Yeah. Wait, what no accomplices rule? Accomplices are perfectly allowed.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Yeah. Like, as we know now, Monokuma said that only the person who planned it goes free. But at the time that these murders happened, we didn't know that.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
See, I feel like a lot of the flaws in people's plans come across from information about the rules that Monokuma only reveals later. And I actually do like that. I actually do like that because Monokuma keeps changing the rules, that creates flaws in people's plans. Kind of funny to think about.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same? That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Don't worry, Makoto, I know you got the hots for Kyoko. If it was Hifumi's plan and Celeste killed him, then they don't go free? Then she doesn't go free? Yeah, I don't... It's hard to tell what she was thinking at the time. And it's also hard to tell how Monokuma's gonna rule it. Either way, we're gonna find her out right now, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this. She must be the ultimate detective!
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. It was me! No, it was Junko, who has been dead since like the first case. You know, there's like so many dead people now. It was Monokuma. No? Okay. Alright, Celeste did it.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
Well, you know what makes me think you really did it, Celeste? The fact that this voice line is voiced. Because every time I'm wrong, there's no voice acting.
A joke? I wonder.
What was that? Your voice kinda cracked there, Byakuya. I wonder. He has a great poker face. It's as if she's a gambler.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Maybe not chose, but still did.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit-brain, fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Hey, your accent kinda left. Yeah, where did it go? You wanna help me? You need any help finding that?
Pardonnez-moi.
Oh, really?
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Second personality, or just really good at lying? Your accent's slipping.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? The paper hidden in Hifumi's pants! They both had paper in their pants! No, they're the only ones that ever encountered the robot.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
I knew that accent was fake the whole time. It's as if the person playing this game can't do a very good French accent.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Hey! I'm an adult.
Sorry.
Don't accept that!
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Just on Celeste's account.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow. Yeah, you're the only one who ever saw that.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
The only adult there is Hiro? Yeah, yeah, he's the only one over 21. He can buy beer, that means he's an adult.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, Celeste is just covering up her true face with a mask.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Look at this acting.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
the fact that she's so good at acting outs her as the culprit.
It was time for her partner to get to work.
Oh, you can't escape now, Celeste. We are calling your bluff. It's time for you to fold. We're going all in. How many betting puns can I make in one sentence? Downstairs, Hifumi, yeah.
It was to get us to divide into two groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Looks like you're gonna have to fold! Alright, nobody's gonna get that reference. Poker night at the inventory.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yes, why don't we split up? Yeah, sure. Listen to Celeste, everyone. The only person to have seen the robot, the only person to have claimed all of these claims. So obvious.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Uh-huh.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Still soft-spoken specifically called out the splitting up. Yeah, nothing ever good comes of that. It was... See, if it wasn't because of the of Celeste specifically wanting us to split up to cover for her accomplice, then I would, and I did, call that out as a very, very stupid idea. Jeez. Ha-ah!
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan.
It sounds like Peach's High Side B. Ha-cha! Oh man, I should play... Oh man, when Smash Ultimate comes out, that's gonna be a stream for sure. Maybe anybody in the chat with a Switch could play.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Carried across the sea? People in America heard that!
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I was certainly not expecting this. did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Hmm.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Yeah, nobody even checked the pulse. That was the reason. Yeah, that was the reason. Because there certainly wasn't a dead body announcement yet. Wow, Celeste has not said a word in like 5 lines of dialogue. Is she giving up? Or is she just coming up with her next bluff?
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Because she wanted to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
But who was the one who suggested it? I mean, you're sick. Why not stay in the nurse's office where sick people go? You know?
Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Geez, look at Celeste on the side there. Now I just feel kind of sad for her. Like she went through all that trouble to set that up and it just all unraveled.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
She's right next to you. You should turn to the side when you're addressing her.
I have no idea what you mean.
Alright, she was just waiting to recompose herself.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
One mistake? How about several?
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but...
But you said, I don't want to be dead like the both of them!
Looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Alright. So I did hear that in the last stream, didn't I?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Yeah. Dead like the both of them! They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died. Yeah! Okay, I wasn't going crazy after all. Exactly. How did she know?
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Yeah, I wasn't completely sure last time because I thought maybe Celeste, maybe I might have missed a line where Celeste was told that Taka had also died, but no, she just did not know.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Busted! And at this point, I'm pretty sure nobody still suspects Yasuhiro, right? Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. What is he alluding to? Wait, they're still not sure? Oh my god! Oh my god, how many times do I have to prove what's obvious? They all forgot about him.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious.
It is obvious, but what do I shoot?
What's so strange about Celeste's comment?
Wait, what? Celeste said what she did. She shouldn't have known yet. Okay, even Makoto knows already. What do I shoot, though? What's so strange about what she said is...
All I said was, they must really be enjoying The sight of us standing around, they must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys, and that is all I said.
And
Do I
that's
shoot those
all
guys
it
with those
takes to
guys?
finish this.
Hold
It's
on.
obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Monokuma File 3?
All I said, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die. Just like those guys died.
No! Ah! Shoot those guys into So Strange? I guess?
All I said,
Oh,
they
this
must
is getting
really
kinda-
enjoying the sight of us standing around.
Every
They
time I
must be
failed on this
positively elated.
trial, it's because something was so
We are all
obvious that I
going to
wasn't
die
sure what was
We are going to die.
contradictory
Just
about
like
it.
those guys died. And that is all.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
But, oh my god. I'm gonna be the one dying here. I'm gonna get such a low grade on the final score, it's not even gonna be
That's
funny.
all it takes. What was so strange about
It might be a little
Celeste's
funny, but
comment?
still, I don't want to get a low grade.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They
Chipmunk
must be-
voices.
we are all going to-
Time
we
for
are
more
going to
chipmunk
die.
voices.
Just like those.
What?
No, that's wrong.
That's not a contradiction. That's just saying that statement's
That's
wrong.
right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
I just want to get over with this. Oh my god. I just don't.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
I'm just shaking my head.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
The denial sets in. Can we please get through this? Just give me a bullet time battle or something. Can we just break her spirit now?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
You were working with Hifumi. That's
How do you
staged.
explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
What's the point of that? The suit was probably empty or something.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Is
If
it?
everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Everything they're saying is just like, hey, check out this completely obvious lie. No, wait, it was actually a lie. Yes, we just were told it was a lie. No, but it was a lie though. I think I know why people don't like this case.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? There are lots of other explanations. It wasn't a picture of the suspect, it was staged. Ifumi and the suspect has been drinking? Dancing? Ifumi's dragging the suspect away.
Got it!
He's carrying
It's not a picture
Hiro.
of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
Okay, it's not just staged, but he's actually carrying Hiro down to the locker room in the pool in the pool.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
You guys don't see it, but I've been shaking my head this entire time.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Put him to sleep how? I don't know. Chloroform or something.
Such a thing.
Yeah, it was switched the whole time. I mean, that's an explanation. It's not the only explanation, but as long as it gets Celeste to just completely drop her facade.
It's utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Yes, he is much too weak.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Where do you get off telling people to shut their mouths? Celeste thinks you can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Is this lie possibly true? It's like I'm working with clickbait here. Is this completely outlandish lie true? Read our article to find out.
Dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
Is it because the costume can't bend? Either because the costume can't bend, or because the costume was designed with the blueprints to not bend?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Then you just draped me across. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the
I'm thinking.
picture,
I think
if
it's
the person
costume.
thinks there's no way they
Shoot
could
costume
stand up
at
No way!
stand up straight. Shoot costume at stand up straight.
You dressed me up in that. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit, there's no way they could stand up.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Can we please avoid making more unnecessary bullets?
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Oh my god, we brought this up like 12 bullets ago. The costume can't bend.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
Okay, now it makes sense. That's why it can't bend. So that you could prop it up while the person was unconscious. I feel like they could have just made a Robo-Justice costume that was meant to just be a statue and then staged the picture. It would have been much
I
easier.
think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
It makes a little bit more sense now. It's just not well thought out in universe. Oh, look at that. Look at that animation. She's really feeling it now.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
What was that?
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Nobody's the ultimate chess master here. Oh. Oh no.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot!
Ah!
What do you mean, checkmate?
What happened to your nose? Where did it go?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Accent.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
My god, she's breaking apart. She's tearing apart at the seams. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. She's gone insane. Hifumi, was it? Who killed you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
What happened to your voice? Why'd it get all high-pitched?
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
What? Yasuhiro, you're not helping. That's not... Don't confuse us with more lies.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
That's what I said.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Alright, we can say bye-bye to Celeste now. Such a shame, I didn't even hang out with her once.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names?
I got it!
I don't even
That's
remember
right.
that, but...
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
I didn't even notice that. But it was the only thing on the list that made
Exactly.
sense.
I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Yeah, I now that I think back at it, he did use people's last names, but I didn't pay attention to it because I thought it was just like the way they translated the Japanese or something.
Indecent?
Indecent? Wait, who's indecent now?
Don't talk.
Oh, I like that. I'm just telling her to shut up. She hasn't helped, so there you go.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
Wait, is Celeste's real last name Yasuhiro?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
What, is that just gonna be a coincidence that happens to make sense?
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is a very convenient coincidence. What?
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What? Really? Really?
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
How about, spit? Spit up the truth.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Yes.
Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
I'm sure they're wide open.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Jeez, the voice actress is killing it. Celeste just won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. How about you show us your e-handbook, huh? I don't think that'll show your fake name. Alright, e-handbook. Show us your handbook. What does it say? Come on,
Hifumi
give it up.
was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Ludenberg,
But,
God
what?
damn it!
How do you talk upside down?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
Wait, what? Who said that? I love when Master yells. What?
it's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Yeah, I do.
No, that's wrong.
I like how the white noise is actually like people murmuring about the subject.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Ooh, you're caught now. You're on the chopping block now, son. daughter, whatever.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital. Don't lose it. When you start it up, it'll display your name. Make sure you have the right one.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
Damn. Check and mate.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
What if her real name is like Hagakure Yasuhiro?
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Yes.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
What really happened that day?
Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
So let us reiterate everything we've reiterated about 5 times each. Sure, we got time.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
I was hoping that this case would be like an hour, or this trial, because I was planning on playing another game tonight. We'll see if I still have time for that. Oh, there you go, closing argument. Sure. Perfect. Alright. So, oh my god, Hifumi is so round. He looks like a chestnut. What is this face supposed to be? How did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? Was it the big boobed supermodel poster? Why is that here? Seduction, huh? It was Byakuya. Wow, there's a lot. What? I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna use... No, that's moving Taka's body. How did the killer recruit their accomplice? How did they recruit their accomplice? I'm actually not seeing all that much. I'll come back to that one later. Why do they make Hifumi look like that? Oh, you know, that's just how he was born. Don't shame. What time did the killers call their victim to the rec room? To the rec room. 1 a.m. That was Yasuhiro at the rec room. And then... Who was the killer? Who was it that the killer summoned first? They already see Yasuhiro right here. Alright, what's next? They knocked him out, stuffed him in the robo-suit to falsify their evidence, and they used a certain item to do it. Certain item? Potato chips. They used a certain item. What? They knocked him out. Oh, no, they knocked him out with the hammer. Okay. Which hammer? Which hammer's the question? Oh, this is getting kinda... Is it hammer 2? I don't see hammer 1. Hammer 2, I guess. What time was Taka supposed to head out? 6 a.m. And then... Kablambo. Just this hammer that was used to kill Taka. Oh, I can see right here, it's number 4. Okay. Why is the theme of this entire act just tell you what is obvious before you have to figure it out? Library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Camera. What? Wait, no. In the library, it was... Justice Hammer 3? Which Justice Hammer was in the nurse's office when Hifumi was protecting? No, that was 3. Wait, what? In the library. In the library. What? Camera then, I guess. Okay, this comic is not coming together as well as the other one. Oh look, who is in this picture that is not any of these people? I wonder. If we use something to move Taka's body. Dolly. Okay, easy. Easy peasy. Why does it look like a cat? The weapon the killer used to murder Hifumi was this clean mallet. There are so many leftover pieces. But, wow, there's a lot. Jeez. How did they recruit the accomplice? That's weird. Yeah, why is there just a picture of Byakuya? I'm confused now. Ah, jeez. This is hammer 2. 4. Okay, wait. In the library. It wasn't... No. I am very confused now. What, chips? Did you bribe her? Did she bribe you with chips? No, that's just a picture of that. Okay, I'll try to eliminate things. This is just a backpack. This is just Hifumi from the side. This is... It's not... It doesn't feel like anything. It kinda doesn't feel like anything here is relevant. The bubble hint is... How did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? So I don't know how any of this is relevant. There's just like sweaty Hifumi from the side. And Hifumi's backpack. No, this is just from here, so this is not it. I don't know why there's no picture from Byakuya from earlier. I'm thinking... If I can find this anywhere else, it's probably used... Not used... If I can't find this specific picture of Hifumi anywhere, it's probably it. But I don't really see any reason for it to be. But I also don't see anything else it could be. I'm going to pick that, and the game will probably tell me what exactly is wrong.
What happened? Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Wait, that's it? Oh! What?
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
That's not a great hint. I still got it though, I guess. Okay. Alright. I feel like all the writing staff was put onto the second case and they were short-handed on the third one. Yeah, it just feels that way a little bit.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Oh my
That
god.
someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Whoa. Okay. I didn't lay out my reasoning right, but what was wrong with this? They knocked him out, stuffed in the robo-suit. They used a certain item. What, a certain item to stuff him in the suit? What? Wait a minute. So... Oh. It's saying this is when he got framed. Okay, get it. I got it. Yeah, because this is when the picture was taken. That's what it was referring to. They used... This was the item they used to falsify the evidence. Dang, okay. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. I mean, okay, yeah. This is from here, so no, this is hammer number 2. That makes sense.
The killer is
Thankfully,
you.
they don't take both things as wrong.
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
Let me just cut that together in post to make it look like I got it right from the beginning.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
I mean, I would think that the existence of the pictures themselves is pretty suspicious. You're watching somebody get taken away. Your first inclination is to take a picture instead of help.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Gotta take a
And
selfie.
then finally,
Yeah,
at 6
millennials.
a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
It looks like Taka at least...
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
It might have been 6 a.m., but Taka at least remembered to put his eyeliner on. Look at that.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi, to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did.
You knew Hifumi did it because he had no problem killing Taka? You didn't like him anyway? Yeah, the story was setting them up to have that big fight. A lot of things were just obvious from the way they set up the story that they didn't really need to explain as much as they did, honestly. A lot of stuff could have been figured out without the help of all this recapping. Maybe, I guess the writers of the game thought that the situation was so convoluted that people would need the recaps, but it's not necessary.
We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that.
It was very drawn out.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator, and Justice Hammer 3...
Might have been lost in translation, maybe.
And turned the room into a crime scene, in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
Sakura looks kind of girlier than usual in this picture. This art style kind of suits her? Maybe?
We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
You know, the point of this whole comic is to recap what happened.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
This is like the 7th time they've recapped this whole situation.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Bum bum bum.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
What's with the flowers? Oh, they're kissing. Oh, too hot for TV. Why the flowers, though? Okay.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
You lose! You get nothing! Good day, sir!
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
So much for the ultimate gambler. Maybe you shouldn't have taken a gamble on your planning.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
Oh? Tell us your real name.
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko. If only you had revealed that, this would have been much easier. It wouldn't have taken, what, like an extra 40 minutes?
Taiko?
So, you
Taiko?
finally accepted it.
Taiko no Tatsujin? Don, Takadon?
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Oh, you don't like things to drag on? Oh, this is your definition of not dragging on, huh? I don't agree with that.
Interesting.
I'd like to think this trial very much dragged on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. What? Oh. Don't mind that C rank. I didn't die. I didn't die during the trial. Didn't happen. And I get 101 medals. That's still more than any trial I've done so far.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
I can't wait to see what the execution is. Maybe a giant roulette wheel. You like your normal voice better than the fake one? Yes, because that accent was like the fakest thing I've ever heard. And I can't... Yeah... Retrospect... They could have... There's a lot they didn't have to say in order to make this Toko, please don't stick your tongue out while I'm talking. That's very rude. There's a lot that they could have just hidden from us as far as information. A lot they didn't really need to recap. Yeah, just affected the pacing way too much.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It's fitting that she dies as her original identity.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened?
I vote for Leon. He did it again.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You have a feeling that her twin drills are also fake? Yeah, she just like clips them off. They like fall off as she dies. Music's very ominous. Oh! One time this casino part is actually relevant. Guilty! Oh boy, oh boy.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised this whole stinking scheme, was... Celestial Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Ifumi with this plan. How did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then, did you use... you know... Oh no! Oh no! 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 I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. Show you the bulbs. Hey, don't say it that way. They are called Robertsons. Okay, nobody's gonna get that reference. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. What's her? Open Bobs. No! For everyone else who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Oh! You used the laptop. The AI. Okay. Okay, you know. Don't mind me, my mind's just in the gutter. Does she mean... is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Nothing, Monokuma. No one nobody.
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the very middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words...
and you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Ifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it had disappeared, I paid Ifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? No Monokuma will know about the AI?
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet. Kyoko deferred the accusation. As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Ifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how'd he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Did?
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it is hard for me to even say. He abused me. Oh, don't you lie about abuse. That's bad. That's wrong. That's just wrong. Don't lie about those things.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. That is so bad. That is so bad. That is messed up. I'm finding it hard to feel sorry for you now. That is just being in disgrace as a person. Very low. Yeah, indeed. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime. I know he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I'd never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. Huh. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
Completely unforgivable.
Going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. Oh my god, language.
Most
Christian stream.
unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target. Escape, you don't mean? Taka is going to try to kill you. What?
indeed.
Also, he can keep her to himself. That bastard!
Completely unforgivable.
Bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I?
I swear I will save her!
What he said.
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. Huh. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad if it's seen. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Yeah, that's a good reason. That's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed even my every expectation. Life must have been bad on your parents, though. Tough on your parents. I'm not. No, you can go die now. Monokuma, just get it over with. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you'd actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. Poor Yasuhiro. Poor Makoto. Poor everyone. Poor everyone involved. It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. Even Tagami's disappointed by all this. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end.
So you planned to kill him all along. But of course! There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya. That's not his voice. Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No. He derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take things so far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? It is a lot of money, it is true. But that's not all there is to it. That's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie. Ah!
Hey!
Hifumi got played. We all got... No, none of us got played. This was a very terrible gamble. The bluff of the century. I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream? And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. That's why you risked everything? That's why? What the fuck? It's not worth it! No! No, that's stupid! This is the worst motive yet! What? I had such high hopes after the second trial! European castles are worth a lot? Not that much! No! Game, you brought me so high expectations after trial number 2. And then you bring it to this. Oh, that's so dumb. So dumb. A castle. A castle! Is that Byakuya? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butler/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Not everyone has the best intentions or the best motivations, clearly. Living the rest of my life, that was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about! Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got the right to the edge, but...
There is nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Look at her, those shoes though. She didn't even have her twin drills in the dream. What's a dream without twin drills? We should all aspire to have twin drills. Still, I have no regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You killed 2 people! You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it? Asahina, you say this every time? Nobody that has killed has actually made friends. It's starting to feel like it's only in your head that we're all friends. But we all gotta work together!
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. What is this, Ace Attorney 5? And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. Hey, goodbye, Celeste. Goodbye. 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 But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice
Isn't
then,
it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. Didn't she also get killed?
Hey.
Yeah, you just get executed again. Yeah, right? Maybe she likes dying. Maybe she has a fetish for being killed. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. Her final bluff. And that weak fake smile, that is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Punishment, punishment, punishment.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Oh, that's the key to the locker. Oh, you just put it in the locker the whole time?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone.
Take care. Take care character with probably one of the best voice actresses in the game. In the English dub at least.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
There we go. Oh, she's still got that smile. Just waiting. Oh no, this is that castle she liked so much. It's a stage play? Oh. Oh no, is she actually gonna... Oh my god.
Burn the witch! She turned me into a newt!
Okay, this is kind of harsh, even for Monokuma. Oh! And gets hit by a truck. Okay. Yeah, that would hurt. You know, this execution was kind of beautiful up until then. And then she got hit by a truck. Okay. Sure. At least it's not Mondo butter. Yeah, I don't think anything is gonna top Mondo butter. It didn't seem as painful as being pelted by baseballs. I don't know if you've ever been burned alive. I mean, I hope not. But then again, the truck is what did it in the end. She didn't even die the way she wanted to. She didn't even die in a way that had anything to do with gambling. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point, I considered her a friend as well. Death with a smile. Just like the workers at McDonald's. They smile on the outside, but in the inside they're on suffering pain. For him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young! You need to place more value on your lives!
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
You know, I haven't been able to do Yasuhiro's voice normally in a long time this whole episode. Like every time he's talked in text, it's been yelling or just crying.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
You think a better execution would have been something gambling related, like Russian roulette? Yeah, I would have guessed like, put her on a giant roulette wheel, and then like have a giant steel ball like bounce around and then land on her spot. Or maybe get like beheaded by poker cards. Something like that. Or yeah, Russian roulette. Even if it's just like click, 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 bang.
Hey, hey!
So what's the deal with that key thing?
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What? I mean, what?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? What? Wait, what? Huh? Whose body? Did she die? Is she a robot? Wait, I don't understand.
Ooh, how
Whoa.
exciting!
Oh man, oh geez, oh man, oh geez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
Whoa, wait, what? Is Kyoko a robot or something? Okay, hold on. So, that mysterious figure talking to Monokuma talked about her killing somebody already. But if that's the case, then there should be 2 people already. No, yeah, 1 person already dead. No, I don't understand. Wait, what? What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later!
See ya.
Don't leave that question hanging. In the beginning of the game, they did mention something about her face being like an iron mask. She's Iron Man! Get out of there, Tony Stark! Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There's one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but... what's the key that Celeste get? Makoto! Are you an idiot?
so...
Most likely. It's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
She's the ultimate robot? The ultimate AI? Wait, no, what? I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Wait, what about your body, though? Kyoko, tell me everything about your body. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm gonna go alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Wait, why alone? Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? Are you gonna be naked? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Huh. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? So, Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means? Yes, I mean no.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. See, even Asahina ships it. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Her okay is so cute. Deceptively cute. What if she's the next killer, though? Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I just did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as the incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at this school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that is not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then
That's fine.
fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing. And where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was... well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I'd believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she'd told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action. Wait, what? What, you're not gonna tell me?
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor does not have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. How do you know that? And in the storage closet there, way in the back, is her body? Are you the ultimate ghost? She said it was way back in the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko be really right about this? Do I want to know? The ultimate ghost, yes. There's a storage closet in here? Where? This? It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden in here? Well, you know, I see this very obvious outline. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, bam! Gashunk! At the same time I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. She's the ultimate trap. No, that was Chihiro. You like the accent I gave her? Yeah, well, I didn't give her that accent at first, and then I realized that I was kind of giving all the girls the same voice. So I ended up giving her a sort of, not British, but more like, transatlantic accent with like the posh rich person. She's the ultimate crocodile hunter. Oh, yeah, good eye. Oh man, rip Steve Irwin. Wow, it's almost been 10 years since that guy died. That was like a big part of my childhood watching that show. Bump bump. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom, there's a storage closet, and then way in the back of the closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room, but what's in here? Tissues? Oh, I was more concerned with the tissues. Somebody's doing something lewd in here. There's a bunch of files and what looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Oak Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Yeah, you were right. There was a secret passageway. I mean, it's a mystery. It's a mystery story. There has to be one. Just one, though. Has something been looking at it recently? Someone? I slipped the file into my hand. But before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave. Whose handwriting is that? What's this? That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What's this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation, it's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh my god, what? Is that the mystery person? Makoto! Don't be dead! You're the main character! A strange sound rang throughout my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth, and then... darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. I'm still here. Omae wa mo shinderu. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Oh, all the books are gone! How convenient! An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that fell on the floor, it's all gone. What does it mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. And what? What, the mystery man just left him? Just left him to stumble on back? Why not just kill him? He knows too much! My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. The plot, heavy with railroading. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. Mystery man or mystery woman? Could be, could be. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... Huh? As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. It was Kyoko, the ultimate traitor! No! That sound. It's coming from... the gym? What time is it? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Practica! Gagunkbagaya! What's going on? Who's saying those weird words? Makoto could have died. Yeah, maybe he's dead right now. Maybe his ghost is talking. It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? What? What is it? Just peek. Just take a peek, Makoto. Don't go in yet. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kacha bakyu! Hagyagya haya paching! Bakya! Dadadan! Sha 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 sha! What? Oh my god! What? I don't know if I wanted to see that. Before me raged the battle beyond anything humanly possible. Are they sparring? Or... Is this like a Dragon Ball Z battle? She's going Super Saiyan. No. One side's not human, that's for sure. But regardless, I couldn't stop staring. What, at Sakura's butt? That you just saw? I forgot to move, or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
One side's not human, that's for sure, but what is Monokuma? He's a bearman.
I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me?
Is Sakura the spy? Is there a spy?
This wasn't part of the deal!
Sakura's the spy? The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret.
What?
I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Is it it's a robot? It's a Sakura robot? Now, was Sakura a robot the whole time, or is this a Sakura robot?
Okay, but
Okay.
you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
Look at the eye. It could, you know, it could just be like the eye of Kung Fu Power.
You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Oh? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? Hostage? Then could it be? The mastermind spy is... Bum bum bum. The plot thickens. And then there were 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Super Robo just is present? I don't want that right now. Tell me more about Sakura. What's going on? Here I thought she was innocent in all this. Do I want to save the data? Heck yes, I do. Oh. So, okay. I did not expect that trial to take almost 3 hours. But, yeah, well, I don't know if anything can be as good as that second trial. But, it was still fun. I'm still happy that I figured everything out ahead of time. But I don't know. It feels like the difficulty level of that trial was a lot lower than even like the first one. Even the first trial had like aspects of, oh, this could only make sense because the culprit was this specific person. Like you could only have thrown the ball if you were the ultimate baseball star. This trial was kind of just like, the only possible culprit was the person that we clearly pointed at and said, here, this is the culprit. Not anything to do with their ability or whatnot. So, yeah, okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode of Danganronpa. I'm not sure if I want to go over time today, because this is like the exact 3-hour stream. But I did say in my tweet I was going to do another game tonight. Maybe I'll just have to save it for later. Yeah, I'll just save it for next time. Yeah, that was I didn't expect. I was hoping that the trial would take at 2 hours at most. But it's basically the 3-hour stream I already do, so I guess that'll be it then. So everyone still watching, thank you for watching. Nani? Everyone have a good night. I won't keep you awake any longer. Thanks for streaming. You're very welcome. See, everyone have a good night. See y'all. And again, if you like the stream, you can go check out my archive streams on my YouTube channel. If you haven't followed already, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do so. I'll be back streaming tomorrow. That's the plan. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, heck yeah. The plot is definitely thickening. We want that plot to be extra thick. We want it to be like very viscous. I have no idea what I'm saying. Everyone go to sleep. Everyone, thanks one more time. I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching the streams, especially when it's a game as involved as this. Like, I would hate for somebody to like miss a part and then like not be able to catch up later. So that's why I'm uploading all the parts on YouTube later. So again, just thank you all. So my reward to all of you is letting you all go to sleep. So have a good night. See y'all. Goodbye. Sweet dreams.